진짜 경관이 아니라는 사실은 용의자 누구에게도 밝혀서는 안 된다. 일단 사건 뭐 거의 다 해가는 것 같으니까 사건을 마저 해보도록 하겠습니다. 얘는 일단 경찰서 유치장에 지금 구금되어 있다고 하거든요. 그러면 당연히 경찰 옷을 입고 엎드러지게 경관 모자까지 쓰고 콧수염 기른 채로 가보도록 하지요. 사건 다 하고 나면 이제 그 다음에는 강도소구를 가야겠지? 시장에 구금되어 있으면 여기서 조사 중인 거는 아닌 것 같은데. 일단은 금고 속 죽음 사건부터 한번 다시 보죠. 코펠로 금고의 소유주인 바실리오 코펠로가 체포되었다. 얘가 용의자구나. 니콜로 데티를 한 남성이라는 게 무슨 말이지? 아무튼 한 피해자가 바실리오의 가게 금고 안에서 죽은 채로 발견되었다. 용의자는 결백하다고 주장하지만 증거는 불리한 상황이다. 그리고 조건은 진짜 경관이 아니라는 사실은 용의자 누구에게도 밝혀서는 안 된다. 일단 알겠습니다. 유치장이니까 여기 안에 있어야 되는데. 근데 없죠? 밑에 있나? 여기는 근데 밑에는 교도소라 그랬는데 밑에 층은 있다. 너구나. 잠깐 안약부터 넣고 오겠습니다. 눈이 좀 따갑네.
Excuse me, but are you Mr. Capello? My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm hoping you could spare a moment to talk.
Manners, what a pleasant surprise. Most of your colleagues have lacked even the simplest of common courtesies.
You're a suspect, sir, but not yet a criminal. I shan't treat you as such. Your case is refreshingly unusual, and I wish to get to the bottom of it.
Manners and enthusiasm. Huh. May you go far, young man. What can I help you with?
뭐 일단은
You are surprisingly composed for a man accused of murder. Not so easily shaken, I take it.
Life is full of surprises. You'd be astonished how many deals go sour due to a force majeure. One becomes skilled at adapting. I am confident this will all be set straight. Until then, I will endure.
Much how you endure that injured hand. Those bruises look painful, but you seem barely aware of it. Were you attacked?
Ah, no, a minor accident, nothing more. My heady days as a man out to prove his valor are far behind me. I now know that to succeed in life, one must stay calm and plan ahead. The world will turn your way eventually. And if it does not, then one must persuade it so.
Please, tell me how you ended up in this situation.
Well, this morning some clients arrived to finalize their purchase of a Capello modular safe. But when we opened the door, out tumbled a dead man.
And I take it this wasn't normal.
No, I normally keep my corpses in the wardrobe. Please, young man, spare me your wit. The rest of the day was a blur. I recognized the victim, and it seems so did the police. That was enough to make me the main suspect.
Who sent for the authorities?
No one. As it happens, we had a break-in last night. Nothing was stolen, but for insurance purposes, the report had to be made. So, police officers just happened to be on the premises when we discovered the body in the safe.
You say you became the suspect when the police identified the victim. Is there history between you?
Surely you jest. That man and I have never met, and never would, unless he became the first deity in history to use our products.
Some sort of family feud? I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
You must be new to Godona. It's an old tale. Back in Italy, generations ago, the deities tried to ruin our family business. They nearly succeeded.
아,
The
이탈리아
Capellos
사람이
rightfully
그렇게
struck back, but there
고양이
has been
저렇구나.
bad blood ever since.
And does that blood flow in you too?
I told you, sir, it's an old story, or it was. I fear this horrible event portends worse to come. My wife may be in danger as we speak.
You mentioned you were showing your wares to some prospective buyers when the safe was opened. Who were they?
Clerks from the bank. They inspected the safe from top to bottom yesterday. I assumed the sale was just a formality at that point.
And the safe was closed?
It's usually open, but it locks automatically when the door swings closed. That's another marvelous Capello invention.
A coffin that locks itself. Marvelous indeed. Help me grasp your movements yesterday. What time did you meet the customers from the bank, and did you have any other appointments?
Yesterday, the bank clerks arrived at 10 a.m. Afterwards, I was alone in the office until my wife Augusta came in at 3 p.m. I left for home at 6:30 p.m.
And what about this morning?
Our meeting for the demonstration was set for 9 a.m. I arrived about half an hour prior in order to prepare.
I have one final inquiry. Do you recall the time at which the safe door was closed?
Young man, I may just as well ask you when you closed your cigar case. I have opened our safes a dozen times a day for a dozen years. I do not recall.
I'd like to inquire about the burglary.
I'm not sure I see the connection, but if you wish to know more, talk to Billy Lloyd, the night watchman. He scared off the thief.
Was it also Billy that discovered the burglar?
No, my wife did. She had stayed late yesterday. Poor Augusta. At least she's safer with the police than at home alone.
Well, Mr. Capello, I think that's all I need from you at present. Where can I find your office?
Here, take my card. Billy should be on site to assist with the investigation. And please, sir, would you check on my wife before you depart?
Thank you.
역시 이탈리아
I will endeavour to
남자답게
speak with her
그냥
before I
가족
leave the
사랑은
station.
끔찍하구먼.
Please, treat her gently. Women lack our resilience when it comes to ordeals like this. I shall eagerly await your return. After all, there's little else I can do.
여기서 길이 항상 헷갈려.
The inspector will be here soon.
방금 누가 말했는데. 그냥 혼자 말한 건가 얘가? 일단 나갑시다. 요주의 인물은 야간 경비원 그리고 부인. 부인은 수사관 사무실에서 기다리고 있다고. 아. 여긴가? 안녕하세요,
You
부인.
must be the inspector.
Would you be Augusta Capello?
Must I really repeat myself to every baby-faced man in uniform that strides in?
신입입니다.
Forgive me, I'm not the
수염은 조금
inspector, but I
있지만요.
am working on your husband's case.
Then I have nothing to say to you. Come back with the inspector in charge so that we may dispense with the endless repetition.
그래도 부부 사이는 좀 좋은 것 같은데? 결혼 반지 불안할 때 결혼 반지 만지작거릴 정도면? 어허, 최근에 아편을 사용해요. 일단은 이쪽으로 해두겠습니다.
Whilst I prefer German composers, the harp solo from Lucia di Lammermoor stands out as one of Donizetti's finest contributions to the form. I'm sure Basilio thought the same.
He did. How? Did he tell you how we met?
Oh, there was no need. It is trivial to observe how much you value your memories of playing harp in the orchestra, and even an amateur Italian harpist would be familiar with Donizetti's finest work.
Yes. Music is a balm in these uncertain times. It is nice to meet another who appreciates it.
Much as I appreciate the truth. Please, Mrs. Capello, let me help you and your husband.
I am not unappreciative, sir. But I'm afraid I presently lack the strength.
Basilio tells me you were present during the burglary yesterday. What can you tell me about it?
Oh, it gave me such a fright. I fainted, fell to the floor. I wish I could help you, but I'm just utterly useless. Please, I want to rest before the inspector arrives.
Were you familiar with the deceased man found in the safe?
No, I did not know him, nor can I conceive of how the poor soul ended up there.
You've had quite the day, Mrs. Capello. I shall leave you be. If I have further questions, I may visit again later.
이제 저 경비원 만나러 가서도 경관인 척을 해야 되는 거네. 스칼라디오의 대성당 동쪽 에들러가. 오케이, 알겠습니다. 대성당. 이거의 오른쪽인 에들러 가라니까 한 요쯤 되겠죠? 여기서 바로 꺾나? 좀 더 가서. 어디쯤에 있을까? 왠지 좀 큰 건물 같은데 여긴가? 안녕하세요.
Hello there.
Ill-fitting pants, wonky nose, and hair that appears to have been cut by your own hand. You must be Billy Lloyd.
Oh, it's you. I knew you'd come.
You did?
You're Mirko Gallia, the best investigative journalist on Cordona.
아, 이 옷 보고도
I'm a fan of your
모릅니까?
Alas, you're mistaken. The name is Sherlock Holmes, and your employer...
Oh, of course. Discretion. I'm sorry. I doubt the policeman upstairs heard me, though, so your secret is safe with me, Sherlock.
귀여운 친구네.
Mr. Capello told me you were present during the burglary and scared the criminal off the property.
Hey, you should have seen it. As soon as the burglars saw me, they went white as death. Ran out the back door of the office. I heard a thud and cat shrieks, so I think they went over the railing and into the bushes.
여러
out back.
명이었나?
Clearly, my reputation precedes me. Mr. Capello was so proud.
You're a guard, but you didn't give chase.
Well, by the time I made it outside, they were miles away. So I went back to help Mrs. Capello. That kind of gentlemanly courtesy is why I'm so well regarded round these parts.
What did the thief look like?
Shorter than me, mid-20s, a huge scar across the right cheek going from the eye. Short hair. She didn't look like a ghost. Too corporeal.
여자?
Hold on. She?
오호.
You didn't think to mention the burglar was a woman?
Why did you assume it was a man? It's the 19th century, sir. Ambitious young
맞는
women
말이긴
are
하다.
out there pursuing a career. And I, for one, encourage it.
Yes, spare me the sermon.
웃기네.
When did the burglary happen?
Oh, after 10 in the evening. I was just talking to Mrs. Capello.
Does she normally work this late?
No, it's the first time it happened. Usually I'm alone at night. I was explaining to Mrs. Capello how drinking water every 3 hours can help with digestion. When she excused herself and went back upstairs. Then there was a scream, and I ran up to the office, and...
I know what happened next, thank you. What about last evening? Do you have any more details about the break-in?
Of course. I write down everything that happens during my watch. Take a look.
Fastidious in its mundanity, but I will make of it what I can. I must go and inspect the crime scene. If I have further questions, Mr. Lloyd, I will find you.
Oh, don't worry. I won't be able to keep away.
Right.
뭔데? 뭐야? 아, 이게 지금 사건 현장이구나. 이런. 뭔가 독에
Bulging
당한 것
veins,
같은데.
cyanosis, bloodshot eyes, odd foaming in the mouth. Bruises, torn nails, bleeding was severe and continued at length.
기묘한 자세. 어디를 봐야 하노? 금고?
Blood on the safe door could have been left by the victim. Clear indications of blunt trauma, possibly inflicted before the victim was in the safe. Clothes are not fully buttoned. Was the victim dressing or undressing? What a rotten way to die.
Yeah, what a shame.
Wouldn't want to be in his shoes. I'm a bit claustrophobic.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
The bottle is half empty. A wine, well enjoyed.
어디로 가야 돼? 현지 아니야? 아래쪽. 오.
Recently used, but why would it be here?
둘이 마시다가 잔을 숨겼다?
I know of it, but forgot.
아, 질식사했구나. 입에 비정상적인 거품이 있다. 양손은 스스로 낸 상처, 금고문에 긁힌 자국, 머리 좌측에 둔기로 인한 외상. 이거에 대해서 물어봐야 되나?
Oh, actually, no.
Do you know anything else about the dead body in the safe?
Well,
피해자에
there's the rule of
대해서.
threes. You can survive 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 hours in harsh weather, and 3 minutes
Of you talking?
without air. I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, very enlightening, Mr. Lloyd, thank you.
I don't know.
What can you tell me about Mr. Capello?
He's a good employer, but very focused on work, and very serious about security, of course, since he employed a night watch of my caliber. Not everyone appreciates his strict business approach, though. Store clerks don't seem to last long in the office.
Good to know. Have you noticed anything different about Mrs. Capello recently?
Not really. She talks to me more when I start my shift. Probably because of the 100 Best Curry Recipes book I'm reading. Oh, and we've been running out of paper a lot lately, so she often sends me out to buy more for her. She's very particular about the paper we use. Only one store on the island stocks it, and it's on the other side of the town. I'm really fast.
반대편까지 보냈나?
Interesting, thank you.
댕댕이 그리고 있는 거 봐라. 아, 거품이 질식사한 거 맞는지 조사를 하는 건가 본데. 귀찮은데. 아닌데. 얘를 하려고 그랬나? 입가의 거품은 약간의 취기 때문에 생겼다. 아마도 와인이었을 것이다. 그치, 그냥 있던 게 아니고 누군가랑 와인을 마시고 있었네. 아, 이거 확대가 되는 거였어? 와, 처음 알았다. 홀리 쉣. 와, 이거 그림 있으면 이게 확대가 되는 거였구나. 근데 이 그림은 누구야? 아, 이 사람이 절도범.
I'm gonna catch the criminal myself. But later.
일로도 나갈 수 있나? 오. 어거스타 부인에게 보내는 남편의 쪽지. 오늘은 중요한 고객이 오기 때문에 대화를 나눌 시간이 없군요. 당신이 늦게까지 일하는 게 걱정됩니다. 다른 방법을 찾을 수 있지 않겠어요? 오페라?
A concert program from 7 years ago. An Augusta La Ducha is listed as a harpist in the orchestra. Two theatre tickets for Shakespeare's Othello. The performance is tomorrow.
Have to respect the classics.
여기는 남편 책상인가? 코펠로 씨, 니콜로 데티가 곧 돌아온다는 소식을 들었습니다. 가문 전체를 대표하는 입장에서 코펠로 씨가 니콜로와 마주치지 않도록 피하는 것을 권고하고 싶습니다. 항상 경계하십시오. 향후 몇 주간 일정이 적혀 있다. 최근 몇 개의 기록, 몇 주 전에 있었던 탐정과의 만남, 그리고 어제와 오늘 작한의 그 금고라고 적혀 있다.
He clearly needs a better work-life balance.
베티 가문의 후계자가 돌아오다. 오라치오 데티가 이탈리아로 떠난 것과 동시에 후계자가 돌아왔다. 마실리오 코펠로의 반응을 입수할 수 있도록 분투할 것이다. 두 가문의 불화는 200년이 넘게 이어지고 있으며 지난 수십 년간은 악감정을 숨기고 있음에도 불구하고 예전 시대의 충돌을 기억하는 사람들이 있다. 니콜로의 젊은 정신과 바실리오의 차분한 사업가적 태도로 공통점을 찾을 수 있기를 기대한다. 화해 좀 해라 이거네.
Well-organized workplace?
Mr. Capello is the best.
Okay, this chap is seriously creepy.
이렇게 나오면 바깥이구만? 딩딩 야옹이 에옹.
The letter F is inscribed within a four-leaf clover pattern.
이거 문따기 도구 아니야?
Passe muraille. Walk through walls in French. Our thief seems rather arrogant. A comprehensive set of lockpicks, recently cleaned with no fresh scratches.
아직 모든 증거 수집은 아닌데. 아직 수집 못한 증거가 있는 것인가? 아니면 이 금고 열쇠를 찾았는데 뭔가 열어봐야 하지 않으려나? 이건가? 아니네. 이 금고 열쇠 어디다가 써먹지? 다른 금고?
Strength, security, peace of mind. Tacky.
Well, you know, that's your opinion, good sir.
다른 문으로는 화장실. 이쪽은 그냥 문짝만 있는 거네. 열쇠.
Do you know whose keys these are?
Probably Mr. Capello's. Police took him so suddenly. I have the same set, but it's more efficient. Has fewer keys.
So you don't have access to the entire office?
No. Only Mr. and Mrs. Capello have the key to the back door.
Do you know anything about these entries?
No. But Mr. Capello is so well organized. I use a different
충성심이 아주
very
깊구만.
popular among the Buddhist monks. You create an attic in your mind and...
I'm familiar. Keep it tidy, put only necessary information in, remove unnecessary information regularly.
What? No, it's called an attic. You just stuff it with everything. You never know what might prove helpful someday.
That is
귀여운데?
profoundly upsetting.
보자.
I know of it, but forgot. Oh, actually, no.
Do you know what this note might be about?
I cannot presume to know another's mind, of course, but I think Mr. and Mrs. Capello have been having some familial difficulties, probably due to their lack of children. One of my oldest friends helps couples with their relationship troubles, and he always says...
You don't have to continue.
Oh, well, he says that to me as well, but I'm perfectly happy to.
No, I insist.
경찰서를 가서 범죄 기록을 한번 훑어보죠. 범죄 패턴? 펠리샤 세비니에 26세 뒷마당의 소년들 판에서 절도 전문가로 활동 중. 중앙 광부의 말로 클레이가의 은신처가 있다. 오른쪽 뺨에 선명한 흉터는 18살부터 있었다. 부모님이 바다에서 사망한 뒤 유산을 낭비했고 결국 범죄자가 되었다.
Maybe it would be wise to take a look around outside before we enter. Just a thought.
또 가면 전투를 해야겠지? 범죄자 소굴 이런 데 갈 때마다 매번 전투했는데. 조직 흔들기, 의심의 여지 없이 위험한 만남에 도움이 될 수 있다. 그러면 범죄자 차림새를 하고 근처에서 일단은 정보부터 수집. 광부의 말로 중앙 클레이가 클레이 여기다. 이렇게 쭉 이어져 있네. 어디서 가는 게 빠를까나? 여기서 한번 가보죠. 여기부터 쭉 따라 올라가면
Other
여기구나.
gangs are planning an attack on the backyard, boys. The pipe is looking for information.
파이프가 원하는 정보 어디에서 찾을 수 있는지. 존이 맞았다. 뒷마당의 소년들파가 움직이는 것 같다. 금고 절도가 실패하자 다른 조직이 판 함정이라고 믿고 공격에 나설 예정이다. 정보 브로커 파이프가 거지 정보원들을 부르는 것을 들었다. 파이프는 광부의 말로 마켓가에 있는 시장에서 찾을 수 있다. 이것도 도전과제 있던데 파이프 어쩌고 하는 도전과제가. 적절한 위장을 하고 만나는 그런 거네. 적당한 옷을 입고 말 걸기. 다리를 전다고. 마켓 가면 근처구만? 시장에서 찾을 수 있대.
Buy some clothes and help me feed my family.
집중. 서서 다리를 절고 있는. 마켓 가면은 요쪽인데 아래쪽? 마켓가에
The worst
있다고
clothes at the best price.
이 골목에 있는 건가? 꺾어야 되는구나. 요쪽? 어디 있니, 친구야? Where are you? 밀려 거잖아. 그냥 시장 안에 있다는 얘긴가? 값싼 골동품 상인. 이거나 한번 구경할까? 사람이 있었네?
Buy some
골동품
clothes.
상인.
Take a look. Maybe something will catch your eye.
와우. 와우. 미친놈 아니야? 뭐 이딴 걸. 이건 또 뭐야?
Go
미쳤다.
away if you don't want to buy.
Fuck you.
One man's trash is another man's
왼쪽
furniture.
다리를 전다. 이 녀석이구나.
Hello, mister. I have some information for you.
I'm not interested in the advice of a man like you. Move aside. I've places to be.
실패했다. 불러오기. 옷을 최대한 비슷하게 입어야 되나? 또 뛰어가야 되는, 아니네. 이런. 아까 그냥 가까워서 걸어온 거지. 여기 텔이 있어서 다행이다. 일단 이 녀석인 건 알겠어.
One man's trash is another man's furniture.
바로 보는 앞에서 갈아입을 순 없겠지.
Hot clothes. Step right up.
모자를 한번 볼까요? 이거 말고 임마.
Why'd you even come here then?
엥? 이거 왜 못 빌리지?
Step right up.
아, 대여할 수 있는 거는 이거 표시가 뜰 때만 되나봐. 그럼 뭐 사지 뭐.
Bring it back in one piece, or you'll have to buy it. Buy
Hey.
some clothes and help me. Feed my family.
One man's trash
이렇게
is another
해서 말
man's
걸면.
furniture.
이 모자가 아닌 것 같은데? 아닌가? 말 걸어보지 뭐.
Hello, mister.
I'm not in. Move aside.
실패했다. 도전 정신이 생기는 걸. 아, 왜 이것도 패배한 상태야? 하하. 오히려 경찰 복장을 한다면? 해보고 안 되면 말고.
Hello, mister. I have some information for you.
I'm not interested. Move.
아니네. 어떤 옷을 입어야 되지? 아까 거의 비슷한 옷을 입었는데도 실패했는데. 어떤 위장을 해야 될까? 아예 거지처럼? 아, 아, 글을 제대로 읽어야지. 파이프가 거지 정보원들을 부르는 것을 우연히 들었다. 맞아. 저번에도 한번 아이딘인가 하는 애가 일꾼 모으는 거에서 설명 안 읽어가지고 한참
Our
삽질했는데
clothes
또
will be.
똑같은 짓
Step right
할
up.
뻔했네. 이 정도면은 별로 안 헤맸다. 방랑자 누더기 이거다.
Bring it back in one.
약간
Piece, or you'll have to
그지꼴로
buy it.
분장해야 되나?
Step right up.
순식간에 길거리 세계의 신용을 얻습니다.
Why would you even come here then?
일단 갑시다.
The worst
뮤직골로
part-
한번.
Hello, mister. I have some information for you.
I'm not interested in
아니네,
the advice.
아직.
Move out.
아, 그짓골로 얼마나 더 그짓골이어야 되는 거야. 아, 자식 까다롭기는. 씨. 아유.
Despite being used.
Buy some. Step right up.
아, 일단 이건 맞는 거 같은데. 얘는 안 되나? 그러네. 아, 요 회전 아이콘 요거가 있는 것만 대여로 가능하다고. 안 돼?
Bring it back in one piece, or you'll have to buy it. Oh, clothes will be worn well. Step right up.
확실하게 멍까지 사봐?
I hope you'll be comfortable in it.
Despite being used, these goods are still fine. Take a look.
굳이 이거 할 필요는 없겠지.
Hello, mister. I've got some information for you.
아,
asking.
Have you now?
이쯤 되니까
Well, let's
막
hear
말투도
it.
바뀌면서 이게 딱 이렇게 통과가 되는구나. 어? 난이도 선택인가? 쉬운 쪽으로 가봅시다.
So the bandits, right? Not coming. Bigger fish to fry, they say. Bigger worries.
Interesting. Are you absolutely sure?
Heard it with my own ears. Lord is my witness.
Oh, good. Here you go. Buy yourself something nice. Might I suggest soap?
Oh, thank you, mister. Thank you. What a simpleton.
Supposed to be Philip from London. Good impression.
요즘 부정과제는 깨졌고요. 아씨. 어려움으로 한번 가봐도 되려나? 붕대까지 안 하고 멍까지만 해본다면? 일단 여러 가지로 한번 시험을 해보죠. 궁금하네.
One man's trash.
Oh, step right up. Bring it back in one piece, or you'll have to buy it.
Hello, mister. I've got some
멍까지만
information
해도
for
되는
you.
거였네.
Heard you were asking.
Have you now? Well, let's hear it.
All of them bandits are getting ready for a bruising. Sticks and guns and angry faces all round.
I see. Better get the boys ready. Take this for your trouble.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. Thank you.
Now we can get all of you at once. Be ready.
That's supposed to be Philip from London. Good impression.
일망타진. 일단은 뭐 요거 한번 해보고 이제 뭐 전투 하다가 뭐 죽어도 뭐 큰 그거가 없어가지고 큰 단점? 어차피 다시 시작하면 되니까. 이제 다시 저기로 가면 되나? 어디였더라? 플레이어가 여기 진짜가 있다. 이쯤이었는데.
The best of flea markets can offer.
Our clothes will be worn well, take my word.
어디였지? 아, 여기였군.
May I ask for your assistance?
You street folks should be illegal.
말이 심하잖아. 여기군. 소문 들어야 되나? 어떻게 들어가지? 여긴가? 가보자고.
No more crime for you until next month.
아이 자식. 아,
Get ready for some pain.
아, 자식들이.
Time to knock.
아이 나와봐. 아이, 죽었다. 나 죽는다. 아, 저 모자에 너무 꽂혀가지고 다시.
Too simple.
아씨, 걸렸잖아. 오, 뭐야? 어디서 쏘는 거야? 미친 새끼 아니야? 아니, 이 자식들 왜 이렇게 쎄?
I'll put you. I'm coming for you.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
I can overcome the brute now.
에. 미친 새끼.
The snuff's ready.
아이. 아니.
Take this! I will end you!
아, 나 뒤졌다.
Don't cry, you'll live.
그래도 반피까지는 어떻게든 채워주네. 나와 이씨.
I couldn't miss the party.
너도 일로 와.
My friend. No more.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I couldn't miss the party.
헤이, 아우 시끄러 버렸다.
Too simple. Take a rest, my friend.
I'm coming for
Yeah.
you.
아, 왜 거기서 나와 이 미친놈아.
It's all yours now. Go for it.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
야. 오, 쉣. 아, 이 미친 새끼. 뭐야? 내가 보스겠지?
Don't cry, you'll live.
그렇지. 아, 내가 한 번, 오마야, 한 번 죽지, 두 번 죽냐?
Okay, okay, I give up. I give up.
아이, 아이.
This seems a better place for our conversation. I hope you're more talkative than your friends, Miss Sevigny.
You can't do anything. You're not even a policeman. And I didn't do it. I didn't do anything.
Is there nothing you didn't do, Miss Sevigny? Thieve for the gang, break into the Armor Capello office, kill Niccolo Detti?
What? Kill? I didn't kill nobody. No, how?
So you admit the rest. I suppose you won't mind explaining some things to me then.
이거 경찰인 척 했어야 됐나? 아, 그럼 전투 한 번 더 해야 될지 모르겠는데. 모르겠다, 해보고.
You were in the Armor Capello office yesterday evening, Miss Sevigny. The same place that Niccolo Detti was found dead today. What happened?
How would you know? You can't prove anything?
It's written all over you, Miss Sevigny. I presume you did not intend your evening to end with a fall over the railing and a fracas with felines. Need I continue?
Zut alors! It was just a job, nothing else. I was asked to come. Here, see for yourself. I don't know who hired me, but I think they wanted to pin the crime on me. Poor Niccolo.
You knew Mr. Detti, how?
Niccolo and I grew up together.
Oh.
I hadn't seen him in years, then ran into him on the street, smiling with some lovely lady on his arm.
And that was the last time you saw him alive?
Wait, until I found him dead yesterday. That same
Oh.
woman was there too.
같이
It can't be
있었다고?
coincidence.
You saw a
부인이잖아.
woman in the office.
Mm-hmm. She started screaming, so I slammed
Oh.
the safe door and ran when I saw a guard coming.
When were you offered this job?
Ah, mon Dieu. I don't remember precisely.
불륜인 거 알고서
arrived
남편이
around
편지 보낸
9:30
거
in the
아니야,
evening.
일부러?
It sounded tricky, but the money was good.
And you arrived at the office?
Perhaps 45 minutes later. I am very good, sir. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
I don't like lies.
No, wait. Okay. It took 15 minutes. All right? Still impressive, no?
Your thieving days may well be over, Miss Sevigny. Until this matter is resolved, you will remain here. Good day.
Oh, Sherry, disappointing.
역시 경관
We
흉내.
were putting on a show and you call it off halfway through.
아, 이럴 줄 알았어. 체크 포인트로 돌아가면 되겠죠? 말 걸기 직전으로 돌아왔고 다시 경관 옷을 입고 수염까지. 가보자고. 어딨노? 있나?
And here we are, Miss Sevigny. A place where we can talk about all your recent activities. We have a nice profile on you, you know.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Is there nothing you didn't do, Miss Sevigny? Thieve for the gang, break into the Armor Capello office, kill Niccolo Detti?
What? Kill? I didn't kill nobody. No, How?
So you admit the rest. I suppose you won't mind explaining some things to me then.
화장실 좀. 오랜만에 집에서 화요 하이볼을 마셨더니 약간 알딸딸한 것이 기분이 좋은데. 아, 소리. 준비된 사람.
You were in the Armor Capello office yesterday evening, Miss Sevigny. The same place that Niccolo Detti was found dead today. What happened?
How would you know? You can't prove anything?
It's written all over you, Miss Sevigny. I presume you did not intend your evening to end with a fall over the railing and a fracas with felines. Need I continue?
경찰 옷 입으니까 경찰도 아니면서 왜
It was just a
그러냐는
job,
대사가 없긴
nothing
하다.
else. I was asked to come. Here, see for yourself. I don't know who hired me, but I think they wanted to pin the crime on me. Poor Niccolo.
You knew Mr. Detti, how?
Niccolo and I grew up together. I hadn't seen him in years, then ran into him on the street, smiling with some lovely lady on his arm.
And that was the last time you saw him alive?
Well, until I found him dead yesterday. That same woman was there too. It can't be coincidence.
You saw a woman in the office?
Mm-hmm. She started screaming, so I slammed the safe door and ran when I saw a guard coming.
When were you offered this job?
Ah, mon Dieu. I don't remember precisely. I think the letter arrived around 9:30 in the evening. It sounded tricky, but the money was good.
And you arrived at the office?
Perhaps 45 minutes later? I am very good, sir. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
I don't like lies.
No, wait. Okay. It took 15 minutes. All right? Still impressive, no?
Your thieving days may well be over, Miss Sevigny. Until this matter is resolved, you will remain here. Good day.
봅시다. 펠리샤에게 보내는 편지. 10시 15분에 뒷문을 통해 호텔로 금고 사무실에 들어가세요. 다른 건 훔치지 말고 금고만 열고 떠나라. 그럼 돈 주겠다. 이제 여기에 펠리샤가 침입한 거에 대한 타임라인이 추가가 됐죠. 펠리샤가 사무실에 침입해서 금고로 다가갔는데 금고 따는데 15분이 걸렸고 금고를 열고 죽은 니콜로를 보니까 등 뒤에서 그거를 본 여자가 비명을 지르고 자기 애인이 죽어서 비명 소리를 듣고 어거스타가 위로 올라간다. 아니지, 어거스타가 위로 올라가는데 별도범을 보고 지른 30분경 등 뒤에서 여자 비명을 들었다 그랬고 어거스타가 그치 위층으로 올라가서 비명을 지른 거지. 그거를 빌리가 들었고 도망간다. 끝을 안 봤네. 이게 끝이었구나. 펠리샤는 사무실에서 마주친 여성 어거스타를 이전에 본 적이 있다. 그녀는 니콜로 제티와 다정한 관계로 보였던 여성이었다. 이거에 대해서는 좀 해명이 필요하겠어. 부인 여기 있었지? 이보시오 부인.
What exactly was your relationship with Niccolo Detti?
Who? What are you talking about?
Madam, please, a young woman dedicated to her music and an enthusiastic artist, your marriage to Basilio could not have offered all you needed. And then about 6 months ago, you met Niccolo Detti. There was a spark, you started to see each other. It brought passion back into your life.
How could you?
But your tryst didn't go unnoticed. Felicia Sevigny spotted you with Niccolo, but rather than cease your affair, you took care to avoid the public eye. You started working with your husband at the office and met your lover there in the evening after Basilio departed. Billy would not notice, and you hoped neither would your husband. Do I have this right so far?
Yes. I love Basilio, I truly do. But his first passion is his work. I respect that, but it left me adrift. Niccolo. Sweet Niccolo. He was the man I needed. If he had had any other name, I would have talked to Basilio. But he was a Detti.
And your husband suspected something.
I think he did. He asked questions. Billy's schedule was moved forwards. Yes, he suspected.
And thus we arrive at the heart of the matter. How did Mr. Detti end up deceased in the safe?
잠깐 금고에 숨어 있으라던 게
Madam,
죽은 거
I
아니야?
don't know anything about his death.
are you sure this is how you wish to proceed?
It is the truth. Please, just leave me be.
보전관회가 해제가 됐는데 이거 아까 스팀에 문의하느라고 영문으로 모든 용의자를 경찰관복을 입고서 이제 조사하는 거. 그 도전과제가 깨졌습니다. 남편한테 물어보러 가야겠네.
What a long day. Were you aware of this, Mr. Capello? Of the relationship between your wife and Niccolo Detti?
Enough! I will not hear it. Augusta is an impressionable woman feeling the stress of this horrible situation. She does not understand what she's saying.
I see. So, you think...
I think that if you want to help, you should stop bothering my wife and find the criminal responsible. Another question? Another question?
I'm interested in some entries in your diary that may prove important. Could you elaborate on these ones here?
Bene. I won't name the detective, but rest assured that is unrelated to the
탐정 아니야?
investigation. It is just one of our clients. And those safe entries are about an interested party who was going to purchase the product. We met yesterday, and today were to finalize the transaction. Alas, that opportunity is no more.
You've been a good help.
Another question?
What was your intent behind this note?
This is private, young man, and hardly relevant.
Its relevance, as it were, remains to be seen.
My wife Augusta joined me in business half a year ago, but works late hours. I worry because I love her. What else do you need to know?
I appreciate your candor.
Not much to say. I'm sorry.
Mr. Capello, have you anything to say about the burglar's claims?
Not a whit. The woman is a liar and a criminal. I don't give it the slightest credence, and neither should you.
아직도 물어볼 항목이 남았네.
Another question?
How long have you known your wife, Mr. Capello?
How is that relevant, young man?
Please, I need a complete picture of all the parties involved. Consider, perhaps, the possibility that the burglar was targeting your wife.
It seems unlikely, though if a Detti was out to threaten my wife. We met 7 years ago. Augusta was a harpist with an Italian orchestra. The passion in her eyes back then. I am glad she still has some of it now.
And you and your wife get along well?
I love her most dearly, and I know Augusta loves me. I fear someday she may be bored at work, but I try to give her all she wants.
I will return.
일리도 한번 다시 얘기를 해봐야 되려나? 입력 내용 있어? 뭐지? 아까 가구점이 어디였더라? 대성당. 근데 아직 모든 증거를 수집하지는 못했단 말이지.
Oh, actually, no. Oh, actually, no. I know of it, but forgot.
물어볼게.
I know of it, but forgot.
Could this be the burglar you saw yesterday?
That's her. So what's our plan? How do we get her? If you can afford to give me 20 minutes, my uncle has a large net.
Yes, a net. I'll go and get one now, Billy, and you stay to guard the office.
아, 뭔가 증거가 더 있는데.
The best on the market. You can wallop them, you can burn them. Nothing will work.
I bet he tested that himself.
금고 암호를 다시 알려주는 거지. 오. 향후에는 부디 우리 상품에 본인의 바지를 넣고 잠가버리는 일이 없도록 유의하십시오. 로이드가 저 빌리 로이드였나? 135. 빌리 로이드 맞구만.
They sell door locks, padlocks. No Sherlocks though. Probably for the best. Imagine dealing with two of you. Ugh.
Is this code memo still valid?
Oh, yes. It's the same combination code everywhere.
어허.
It corresponds to Mrs. Capello's birthday, actually. In fact, during this year's celebration, I was allowed a sip of champagne. That's when I had to dry my trousers, and then I had to...
Okay, thank you, Billy.
금고 암호는 코펠러 부인의 생일이다. 이제 나머지는 다 경찰서 가서 조사 마지막으로 하면 되는 거네.
May I ask for your assistance?
We shouldn't be seen together.
Apologies.
이거는 무슨 사건 그건데 취조 중이고. 이제 소매치기 취소 더 못하는 거야? 아니 도둑? 얘네는 그거잖아. 나 원래 메인큐 하던 애들. 여기 1번 방은 비워졌나봐.
long day.
Is this note still valid?
Oh yes, we use this code by default for each safe. Now sometimes a buyer may ask to see how it can be changed, but I always reset it afterwards.
And the safe containing the body used the default code, I presume?
As it happens, no. In my demonstration, I wanted to show the bank clerks how easy it was to set a different combination.
Interesting. Thank you. I will return.
잠깐, 그럼 이게 답이 어떻게 되는 거고? 금고를 왜 열라고 했을까? 10시 15분에 편지는 9시 반에 받았다 그랬어. 아, 사무실 뒷문을 열어놓는다 그랬는데 뒷문 열쇠 갖고 있는 건 부부밖에 없잖아. 둘 중 한 명이긴 하네. 근데 왜 굳이 저 자물쇠 따개를 시켜서 문을 열어놓게 시켰을까? 와인은 누구랑 마셨을까? 아이씨, 헷갈려. 제일 처음에 한 건 뒤집어 써도 되겠지. 금고. 헷갈려. 진작에 죽여놨는데 마치 그때 죽은 것처럼 위장을 하려고? 그러면 약간 남편이 의심이 되는데?
I believe that I have found the truth, Mr. Capello, and that truth does not show you in a good light.
And here I thought I had found a bright mind. Why would I need to kill Niccolo Detti?
It's simple.
동기는 뭐 부인이랑 만나서
You knew about Niccolo and Augusta. You loved her, and the Detti and Capello conflict is well known. You had to protect your family's reputation.
Ha! Any simpleton can find reasons for me to dislike a Detti, though it takes a special kind to concoct an imaginary dalliance, too. How do you believe I killed him? Just threw him in the safe.
범죄의 수단, 아까 와인.
That could have sufficed. Niccolo may have been unconscious, and you admitted you had full access to your office for most of the day. Or you could have changed the code during the day, then arrived unannounced in the evening to leave him nowhere better to hide.
And why on earth would I do that?
To get rid of a Detti? To force a confrontation with your wife? Either seems entirely plausible.
To you, perhaps, but how would I even know when to do the deed, huh?
주소 편지.
You've lost the plot,
sure.
young man. It's gibberish, just admit it. All this time, all this... Still, if...
I don't get your decision. We did.
어허.
Oh, what a long day. I believe it's...
따라. 이걸로 해도 되나?
You knew about Niccolo and Augusta. You loved her, and the Detti and Capello conflict is well known. You had to protect your family's reputation.
Ha! Any simpleton can find reasons for me to dislike a Detti, though it takes a special kind to concoct an imaginary dalliance, too. How do you believe I killed him? Just threw him in the safe.
That could have sufficed. Niccolo may have been unconscious, and you admitted you had full access to your office for most of the day. Or you could have changed the code during the day, then arrived unannounced in the evening to leave him nowhere better to hide.
And why on earth would I do that?
To get rid of a Detti? To force a confrontation with your wife? Either seems entirely plausible.
To you, perhaps, but how would I even know when to do the deed, huh?
절호의 기회. 절호의 기회? 부인이 늦게까지 있는 거. 아까 편지 이거 의뢰서 편지는 틀렸다 그랬는데.
I'll return to you later. I believe
And
it's. You need back or
at what
to get.
to you?
You planned this. Billy's time of work was changed. You met with detectives. You planned when it would happen to the minute.
Indeed. How very convenient. Except the detective was my client, and I moved Billy's shift because I was worried about Augusta. Young man, if your mind were applied to something useful, you could truly be something.
The game is over, Mr. Capello, and today you lost.
You may think so, but just wait until my lawyer arrives. The police might see things differently.
Perhaps, but the truth is the truth. My work here is done. Good day, sir.
I don't get your decision. We did all that work, and in the end,
아,
nothing
저
about
새끼
this.
저것도 별로 안 좋은 말 주절주절 거리는 거 보니까
Case changed.
이게 부인 쪽도 의심이 된단 말이지. 아, 맞아. 심부름을 많이 보낸다 그랬지. 아, 심부름 보낸 동안 그거 한 거 아니야? 불륜.
It is a shame it has come to this, but it is patently obvious that you are responsible for Niccolo Detti's death.
How dare you? I
아,
wouldn't want him to.
도둑을 시켜서 도둑이 금고
I see you need
열어놓은
some
거를
persuasion.
발견하는
I
척
know that Niccolo Detti went to the
하면서
office to meet you. It was a midnight tryst. Niccolo would visit the office once Basilio left, but
그치.
this
근데
time
숨은 사이에
he
죽은
returned.
거지.
So you hid Niccolo in the safe. A foolish move.
I didn't know the code had changed. It was the only choice. I
아,
couldn't let him be
비밀번호를
found. I
알았으면
loved him.
열고 나오면
Really,
됐는데
you could have
못
saved his life by
열어줬구나.
simply
비밀번호가
speaking with your
바뀌어
husband,
있어서.
but you sought to free him another way. To free Mr. Detti, you hired Felicia Sevigny, a petty burglar, to crack the safe, and as a result, you killed your lover.
No, It's because the combination had changed. It is not my fault.
You are splitting hairs, Mrs. Capello. The fact remains you chose to risk Niccolo's life rather than call your husband. And I know why.
그치. 바실리오가 업무 관련 저녁 식사를 하기 위해서 떠났는데 아니지. 바실리오가 사무실을 떠나서 집으로 향했어. 이때 자기 애인이 왔는데 8시 4분에 다시 돌아와 버렸어. 뒷문을 이용을 해서. 소리를 듣고 일단 금고에 숨겼는데 이 시신이 들어있던 금고의 암호는 전날 바실리오가 변경을 해놓는 바람에 기본 저 비밀번호로 열 수가 없어서 가지고 바실리오가 다시 떠난 뒤에 편지를 써가지고 쟤한테 보냈는데 이미 뭐 그때쯤에는 뭐 이미 죽었겠지. 그래서 저 편지 써놓고서 이제 밑에 내려가서 알리바이 작업하고 이제 내가 결국 문 따가지고 금고는 열었는데 딱 그 시간 맞춰서 올라가 봤더니 이미 죽어 있더라. 동기?
See?
아이,
You cannot
잠깐만.
prove anything. Do not presume.
I don't think.
아하. 아하. 이게 맞는 답인지 아닌지 정도는 다 하고 나서 좋은 저놈 반응으로 알려주기는 하네.
Is this familiar to you?
아이,
You
잘못
don't want
읽었어.
any business with
알았어.
me. Trust me.
It is a shame it has come to this, but it is patently obvious that you are responsible for Niccolo Detti's death.
How dare you? I wouldn't want him to.
I see you need some persuasion. I know that Niccolo Detti went to the office to meet you. It was a midnight tryst. Niccolo would visit the office once Basilio left, but this time he returned. So you hid Niccolo in the safe. A foolish move.
I didn't know the code had changed. It was the only choice. I couldn't let him be found. I loved him.
Really, you could have saved his life by simply speaking with your husband, but you sought to free him another way. To free Mr. Detti, you hired Felicia Sevigny, a petty burglar, to crack the safe. And as a result, you killed your lover.
No. It's because the combination had changed. It is not my fault.
You are splitting hairs, Mrs. Capello. The fact remains you chose to risk Niccolo's life rather than call your husband. And I know why.
사이가 안 좋아서?
You were afraid how it would affect the reputation of the Capellos, and you feared what your husband would do as a consequence.
He's a good man, but he cares about his business, about the family. It would have destroyed him.
And now he's accused of murder, Mrs. Capello. How considerate of you.
Mio Dio, how did this all happen?
아이, 그래, 그거는. 과실치사? 뭐 이런 거 아닐까?
Mrs. Capello, there is a way out of this mess. When the inspector arrives, tell him very little, insist you were with your husband and that he is innocent. But afterwards, you must tell Basilio about Niccolo. You wronged your husband. He deserves the truth.
Perhaps. Yes, I believe you are right. Please give me some
이게
time
맞는
to prepare
걸까?
myself. And thank you.
Goodbye, madam.
I'm behind you with this one. Some people deserve a second chance.
일단은 요거나 해결하러 가보죠. 손이 잘린 채 발견된 죽은 신부. 경찰이 발견한 증거품은 시신 옆에 놓여있던 톱. 손을 자른 데 썼겠죠? 조사가 진행 중임에도 불구하고 범인이 처벌받지 않고 도주할까 걱정하고 있다. 조사를 해봐야겠네요. 범죄, 강력범죄, 대상, 증거, 범죄 수단, 대상, 피해자. 왕부의 말로에서 발견된 피해자의 신원은 신부로 밝혀졌음. 손목 절단에 의한 출혈로 죽었고 벌어진 장소를 보면 정의단의 개입이 있었음을 암시함. 하지만 수색영장을 요청하기에는 증거가 부족함. 심증은 있는데 물증은 없다. 누구한테 물어봐야 되나?
Would you like to report a crime?
광부의 말로로 가서 물어봐야 할까? 이거에 대해서 사람들한테 물어봐야 되는데.
Can I ask you a question?
Why don't you go ask other coppers?
May I ask you something?
I'm sorry, officer, but I don't know.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
너거는
Do you know
모르나?
anything about this?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
아, 일단 광부의 말로를 그럼 한번 가보죠. 정의단인지 뭔지 모르겠지만. 아, 대답 안 해주겠지?
The authorities have done nothing to help us, so I'm keeping my mouth shut.
이는 한 1분 정도면 괜찮던데.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Of course. The streets have the information you seek.
광부의 말로 카펜터가의 남쪽 끝에 있는 마지막 집 두 채 뒤에 마당이 있다. 누구도 극빈자를 돕지 않을 때 정의단이 그들을 돌보고 있다. 오케이, 땡큐. 가난하고 궁핍한 사람들. 그지 옷을 입어야겠네. 카펜터 여기. 여기인데 마지막 집 두 채 뒤에 마당이 있다. 이? 아니다. 쏘리. 마당 어디로 들어가지? 여긴가?
What's up? Fresh air, finally.
Not bad.
이쪽? 아닌데. 그대고. 아하. 일로 들어가나? 아니 어디로 들어가지? 아니 왜 들어가노? 들여보내주세요. 어딥니까? 여긴가?
Is this familiar to you?
I would like to help a companion in misfortune, but I know nothing about this.
이쪽인데. 아니 어디야 도대체? 한 바퀴 돌았다. 아, 설마? 아닌데 막혀 있는데. 아, 여기서 계단으로? 아하.
Welcome, brother. You can always find
Welcome.
food and shelter here.
Thank you.
I think this man is suffocating. We must help him.
Okay.
His dry, hacking cough is getting worse by the second. His fingernails
왜
are
이래? 아, 저산소증인가 지금.
He has trouble catching his breath. Looks like he's having an asthma attack.
Quickly, do something.
약을 빨리 찾아주라고. 알았어.
Different sizes, different colours. Some clothes are new. Are you able to help me?
I've nothing to tell you.
Wow, that's a lot of food for the poor.
The gang might feed them, yes, but out of whose pockets does this all come?
정의단의 법, 부목에게 복종한다. 무력한 자를 돕고 약한 자를 보호한다. 가난한 자에게서 도덕질하지 않는다. 이유 없이 살인하지 않는다. 복종하지 않으면 정의의 투기장에서 처벌받는다. 여기도 뭔가 결투가 한 번은 일어날 것 같은데? 약이 어디 있을까?
Look, here's some medicine. Could be useful.
어디?
Acetylsalicylic acid. Useless. A strong painkiller, but it won't help with asthma.
뭐냐?
Aha! Ether. That can stop the asthma attack.
가자. 반대편이지. 맞네.
God bless you, young man.
Phew, that was close. But you saved him, Sherlock.
These instruments are of inferior quality, but in capable hands they can save lives. Such insanitary conditions. Horrific.
They even keep medical records. Impressive for a gang.
The righteous watch over miner's end. Nobody cares about us but them.
I'd be dead by now if not for the righteous.
불황자들에게 평판은 굉장히 좋네.
Could you help me?
No, Sorry, I know nothing.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, I don't know anything, friend.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
뭔 소문이야? 다시 얘기해봐.
The boss has a lot of work on his plate.
신부 살인 사건에 대해 정의단이 취할 행동. 법을 위반한 자들을 벌할 것이다. 안녕하세요.
That's far enough, little one. The boss is busy.
But I need to speak to him. It's urgent.
I'm sure it is. Look, there's going to be a fight in the arena today. So unless this building's on fire, it will have to wait.
What do you mean, a fight in the arena?
You're new around here, aren't you? The cretins who killed the priest will face trial by combat in the arena of justice. That's what you get for breaking the law. The boss didn't create it for nothing.
It's vitally important. Let me in, please.
You think the magic word will do the trick? No.
I hear the gang is looking for new members. I'd like to join you.
There's not enough meat on you. We've no use for a scrawny weakling.
I'm not scrawny, I'm just thin-boned. Besides, I know my way around a gun better than anyone in your gang, I'd wager.
You've got some nerve. See those bottles over there? Go on, shoot them. Show me how good you are.
경비원 옆에 있는 병을 맞추라고.
Yourself useful after all. Go on in then.
Yes.
Hey, didn't I ask not to be disturbed? What's with the shooting out there?
Sorry about the bother. Your guard took a little convincing to let me in. Not to worry, though. Everything's fine, except for a few broken bottles.
Then what do you want with the righteous? Spit it out. I haven't got all day.
I'm here to talk to you about the murder of Father Alexandra.
Oh, that. Nasty business. Those responsible will soon be brought to justice.
Killing the priest doesn't strike me as very righteous. Why did they do it?
Every tree has a few rotten apples, doesn't it?
아, 신부님이
They caught him
식량을
stealing from our
줬구나.
lands. But there was no need for bloodshed. I gave no such orders. Alexandro might not have been one of us, but we were fighting a common enemy.
This enemy being who, exactly?
Not who. What? Poverty, inequality, and justice. We follow our law just as Alexandro followed his God's commandments.
What do you mean by justice? I doubt that you're planning to turn them into the police.
Of course I'm not. They will receive their punishment in the arena of justice.
So you're going to kill them just like that?
Watch your mouth, boy. I'm not a murderer. They brought it upon themselves. The law applies to all.
The murderers must be arrested, not lynched. Let me take them to prison.
Do you have some guts to barge in here and make demands? I don't know you, boy, and I don't care why you want to save their hides. But that is not happening.
Listen, I want them to pay for what they've done, but making them fight for their lives is savagery.
Savagery? So you think rotting in a cave, suffering daily beatings from the pigs, only to be eventually hanged and dumped in a gutter is better? You say you want justice? Fine, go down and fight. Let the arena decide. Whatever you do to them, or they do to you, will be just. That's my only offer. Take it, or get the hell out.
All right, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty to see criminals behind bars.
If you make it out alive, I won't stop you. Don't assume they'll go down easily, though. They'll take their chances and give you no quarter.
가보자고.
Take a rest, my friend. Don't cry, you'll live.
어딨어?
I'm gonna hurt you.
아.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Where are you?
I'm coming.
No more crime.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Oh shit.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Get ready for some pain. Eat lead. I'm coming for you.
Take a rest.
Give him the pepper snuff. You can overcome the brute now.
I'm coming.
No more crime for you until next month.
아! 이름 죽이더라. 그래도 여러분이 한 번에 덤비진
I'm
않았다.
coming for you.
He's all yours now. Go for it. The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Today, justice is on your side, boy. I give you my word, and I'll keep it. My men will deliver the murderers to the police. You think you've saved their lives, eh? But for how long? The prison is unforgiving. And unlike here, their hands will be tied.
I fail to see your logic, sir. What I do know is that I'm no judge or executioner, and neither are you. Goodbye.
못 들어가네. 사건이 끝난 건
May
아닌데.
I ask you something?
Nah, never come across anything like this.
범인이 누군지 찾으러 가야 되나? 어딨어?
Look, here's some medicine. Could be useful.
일로 들어온 거잖아. 아, 그냥 나가면 되는구나. 오케이. 오, 가벼운 살인 괜찮은데? 사건은 이제 다 끝났네요. 보자. 이제 코르도나 이야기 이제 이런 거를 할 텐데. 른카나리아 이야기 요거를 한번 해보죠.
Extra! Extra! The hive gets stung! A substantial police sting targeting the hideouts of the Hive Crime Syndicate! Read all about it! The cheapest news on the island. Thank you.
호펠로는 석방됐구나. 벌집파. 그림을 내가 누구한테 넘겨주더라.
My grandma, God bless her, had known the man who has doomed us all. My grandma, God bless.
더 있어?
Well, I guess we'll have to try again. Remember to focus only on what's relevant to the room.
My grandma, God bless.
광산 근처에서 일어난 사고로 가족을 잃은 남자에 대한 이야기를 들었다. 사랑하던 가족에게 일어난 일을 받아들일 수 없어 슬픔의 나락에 빠졌고 그 은 카나리아를 훔쳐서 바다에 던져버린 뒤 섬을 떠났다고 한다. 어떤 사람은 자살을 했다고도 한다. 그 뒤로 광부의 말로 사람들에게 안전과 번영은 머나먼 이야기가 되어버렸다.
The thief died in grief. A poetic story for such an unpoetic place.
Safety is gone, and tears take the rest.
이게 끝이야? 그럼 세 장은 원래 은 카나리아 조각상이 들어있어야 되는데 광산 근처에서 일어난 사고로 비탄에 잠겨서 훔쳐다가 바다에 던져버렸다. 아쉽다. 또 다른 사건은 없을까? 없나 보네. 다음은 유령 이야기. 실버튼 남쪽 구두. 실버튼? 아, 여기가 쭉 다 실버튼이구나. 이쪽? 여긴가? 실버튼 부두의 남쪽. 이 포스터. 신문 같은 거 없나? 물어볼까?
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, pal, I can't remember.
아쉽. 톱니바퀴 항구. 유령 사냥꾼은 실버튼 항구에서 고객을 기다린다. 기포 촉발. 아하. 헐, 피자국?
Not enough blood for a murder, but plenty to suggest fists were flying in a collie shangles.
그러네, 병도 깨져 있고.
Not much brandy was spilled when the bottle broke. Someone had drunk most of it already. I wonder if Luigi made it himself.
I reckon the ghost is responsible for all this mess.
Don't jump to conclusions. Until we locate any evidence to the contrary, we shall continue to exclude the supernatural. Let me concentrate, John. The ghost hunter's stand was here. Someone stormed up angrily.
Let me take it from here. It was the ghost of Cordona, a horrific being, formless, with evil eyes and glassy skin that shimmered like a nebula. It lurched towards its foe.
있을까?
No, John, it was human. We're staring at the evidence of a scuffle between men.
A little imagination never hurt anybody.
If a mark realizes they've been had, that the fear was baseless, the money defrauded, they will likely return to voice their displeasure. And thus Luigi took a beating. Fools should have at least moved locations between scams. After the attack, he fled bloodied and bruised.
여기서는 다 수집을 했고 이제 도망친 흔적을 쫓아가야 되겠구나. 가끔 이거 따라가다 보면
Looks like he crawled.
진동 패드에 진동 올 때가 있는데 그거가 이제 경로 벗어났을 때 진동이 울리더라고요. TMI였습니다.
The empty bottle suggested intoxication. This vomit confirms it.
Well, if you were tailing supernatural creatures for a living, wouldn't you start drinking?
Thanks to you, I am often forced to tail the supernatural, and yet I'm still sober. Mostly. There's a bottle
하나
missing.
훔쳤구나 또.
After expelling all the alcohol from his stomach, it seemed he was compelled to replenish it.
Perhaps because booze eases the pain of his lonely and dangerous life as a ghost hunter.
You need to stop reading the Penny Dreadfuls. Threw the bottle here. He must be near his hideout.
Maybe we just leave, Sherry. There is no need to disturb the ghost hunter from his
Looks like an appropriate home for a ghost hunter.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh.
Donations, one presumes. The painter definitely has an aesthetic. Handcrafted, actually rather beautiful work. An eerie and unsettling sound.
저걸로 사람들 걷고 다녔구나.
So this is where all the money was going. So you see, John, nothing supernatural, just a drunken lowlife fooling superstitious sailors for a living. You can't argue with the truth. The truth will out no matter what one does. You can embellish it all you like, but you're just delaying the inevitable.
Well, he can delay it no more. After what happened at the port, this scam won't work again.
기이하고 인간의 것이 아닌 울음소리. 딱 밤중에 실버튼을 공포에 떨게 했다. 사람들은 그것이 오래전 죽은 광부의 혼으로 그가 복수를 원하는 것이라 믿었다. 아기에 찬 울음소리가 들리기 시작한 지 얼마 되지 않아 유령 사냥꾼의 광고가 실버튼의 모든 벽에 남붙었다. 바로 루이지였다. 그러나 우리가 루이지를 만날 수 있는 장소에 도착했을 때는 유령 사냥 대신 망가진 물건들과 싸움의 흔적만 발견할 수 있었다. 하하. 주무시고 계시는구만. 잘 있어요. 그래, 이거 하다가 말았었는데. 줘? 아, 유러스가와 크톡트 어쩌고 저쩌기. 아직 안 가본 지역이 많은 걸로 봐서는 뭔가 퀘스트도 되게 더 많을 것 같은데.
merhaba. Nasılsın?
유러스가와 크톡트가가 만나는 곳으로 가라. 손보물을 찾는 여정이 끝난다. 이맘 자히르 모스크를 바라본 뒤 머물지 말고 왼쪽으로 나아가라. 작은 소원 우물이 있는 들을 만난다. 모스크 바라본 상태에서 왼쪽으로 가야 되는 게 아닐까 그러면. 근데 이미 많이 가봤는데. 갈 수 있는 통로가 나오는 것도 아니고.
Excuse me, just one question.
I've never heard of it. I'm sorry.
얘는 우물이 아니고 그냥 부수대일 뿐이잖아. 아, 소원 우물. 와, 수담인가 봐.
All fresh issues are sold out.
아, 여기서 신문 파는구나. 아, 나머지는 사건이 아니라 이제 이런 거 찾는 거라 너무 어렵겠는데.
Come, come. Decorate your house in Oriental. Marhaba. It's a good day for a purchase.
오,
May your purchase bring you joy.
우물의 땅이나 해볼까? 아니면 아, 그치. 이렇게 작은 걸로 어떻게 이런 걸 다 찾냐라고 생각을 했는데 이걸로 확대를 해보는 거였구나. 사자상. 구두의 벤치. 저 뚜껑. 비슷하게 생긴 거. 호, 완전. 하하하하. 살라키아 요트 클럽.
Another treasure located. Let's celebrate.
Yes. 마당에 마차. 어? 이거 저 동상 어디서 봤는데 시청이나 막 이런 데 같은. 시청은 아닌가? 어? 아닌데?
contest for the guests of Cordona. Find
아,
hidden
시청에서
treasure.
이거를 뿌리고 있구나. 바로 여기 앞에 있지는 않겠지? 집중하면 이게 뭐 보이니?
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you. Collect them all and return for more.
아, 이런 저런 넓은 공간이 어디에 있을까? 아, 시청 광장이 아니었어, 진짜로? 건물 생긴 거는 꽤 비슷하게 생겼는데.
A contest for the guests of Cordona. Find hidden treasure.
Help me, please. Sounds familiar, but nothing comes to my mind. Ask someone else.
어디일까?
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you. Collect them all and return.
다른 데는? 뭔가 시계탑이 있고 다리가 있는 것 같은데? 긴 다리. 아, 다리 아래쪽으로 가야 되는. 내려가서. 다리 중간으로. 내려가지. 여기서 바닥가 따라가는 게 맞나? 길이 있어? 자리 맞는 것 같은데.
It was in the very place marked on the treasure map.
아늑한 정자. 이거 어디서 봤는데. 이거. 이거 동전 찾기 하면서 봤던 곳 아닐까? 여기 교차로랑 지금 여기 요 다리 사이였으니까 한 요 밑에 여기. 아 여기는 아니네. 여기 아니면 여기. 여기 연못? 이 근처에도 뭔가 비슷한 구조물이 있었는데 아니네. 그래도 이게 조그만한 정자가 있을 만한 곳이 어디 있을까? 진짜 모든 곳을 다 가봐야 하는 건가? 픽해봐야 얘는 그랜드 사라이에 있을 것 같긴 한데 아니면 스칼라디오. 왜냐면 나머지는 약간 다 좀 가난한 동네들이고 막 이래가지고 저런 정자가 있을 만한 곳이 아니야. 원래 여기에 하나가 있었고 뭐더라? 짧은 다리. 여기가 짧은 다리요. 우주의 벤치. 이게 여기였지. 아 아니다 여기다. 긴 다리. 이게 여기였고. 사자상. 얘는 어딜까? 시계탑. 마당에 맞자. 모래사장. 저 배 난파선. 어디서 봤는데? 이것도? 그거 저기서 이거 할 때 갔던 데 아닌가? 이쪽 해안가였나? 아, 설마 창고 그것도 뱀장어 사냥으로 해놨으면은 여기 창고가 표시가 되나? 네네. 아닌가? 그래도 안 되네. 뭐 아무튼 아 이거 이쪽으로 가서 내려가야 돼. 저기 아닌가? 아, 여기 있다.
We found the treasure.
나이스.
You
오,
and I
안
make a
돼.
good team.
야, 이거 돈 좀 샀으면 아까울 뻔. 헐, 아예 이건 처음 주는 거네. 이야. 이건 또 어딜까? 시계탑. 얘는 그냥 탑. 아늑한 경비다. 저 뚜껑이 얘랑 비슷하게 생겼는데? 어? 그럼 이 근처에 있는 거 아니야? 이번엔 동쪽으로 한번 가보자. 쏘리. 그래, 저 뚜껑. 근데 저 연결되어 된 저런 긴 게 없네. 일단 생긴 거는 비슷하게 생긴 게 맞는 것 같은데. 저런 동그란 걸 또 어디서 찾을 수 있으려나? 저건 뭐야? 지붕에 달린 거. 웃기네. 집중을 사용하면은 뭐 보인다는 얘긴가. 집중 쓰면 이동 속도가 너무 느려요. 대충 수상한 데를 찾고 이동한 다음에 그게 낫지. 이거 두의 벤치. 동그란 게 된 걸 다 봐야 되나? 이 동그란 게 저 지붕 위에 저거네. 그런 걸 다 찾아가 봐야 되겠는데, 그러면? 여기는 뭐 들어가지도 못하고. 일단 여긴 아니고. 다음은 여기를 가보겠습니다. 이렇게가 뒷마당인가? 나와봐. 아, 이거 못 지나가네. 제가 안으로 들어올 게 아니고. 일로 들어갈 수 있나? 괜히 뚫어놓진 않았을 텐데. 뭔가. 괜히 뚫어놨나. 아, 건립기념광장도 한번 가볼까? 전혀 아니고. 모양은 저거랑 다 비슷하게 생겼는데. 저 동그란 거를 어디서 찾냐고. 그나마 의심이 되는 게 여기였는데 여긴 들어가지도 못해. 되었구나. 여기도 전혀 아닌. 어허, 뛰고. 여기를 가볼까? 어? 오! 여기다. 여기다. 나이스다. 하하. 아, 집중을 하면은 이렇게 또 물체가 표시가 되기는 하는구나.
We found the treasure. You and I make a good team.
사자상에 이런 걸 어디서 찾을까? 저런 시계탑 어디에 가면 있을까요? 뭔가 힌트가 될 만한 게 이 마당은 또 어딜까? 마차가 있고 막 하인들 있고 하려면은 그랜드 사라이에 있을 것 같긴 한데 약간 광장 같은데 광장 여기? 여기 한번 가봅시다. 어디가 빠를까? 아유 꼬맹아 나와봐. 아니지만 전혀 아니네. 잠깐만. 근데 설명이 마당? 마당? 광장 같은 게 아니고 어느 집 앞 마당인가? 아니면 여기 호텔?
May I ask for your assistance?
Sounds familiar, but no. Ask someone else.
신문 파는 줄. 뭘 힌트로 찾아야 될까? 약간 좀 넓은 공터 같은 게 딱 있긴 해야 되는데. 근데 앞마당 같은데 넓은 데가 여기 사각형 여기 한번 가보자. 아 근데 동네 분위기가 저런 게 나올 수가 없는데. 절대 아니겠다. 그렇지. 여기는 어떨려나? 저 끝에까지 갔었나? 이럴 수가. 다른 일 있어. 책광장. 여기 같은데. 아닌가? 아닌 듯. 왜 여긴 텍스가 안 될까? 확대해야지만 되네. 아, 진짜 영상이 있어야 되는데. 광장 앞마당은 별로다. 극장 앞마당. 일로 갈 수 있나? 아, 극장 입구도 저렇게 생기진 않았는데. 여기. 아. 여기 아니야. 아, 씨, 여기는 어떨려나? 일로 못 들어가잖아. 아, 여기 저번에 범죄 현장 거기잖아. 운 좋은 조였나 봐. 돈 잡으러 갈 때 들어갔는데. 맞아, 버나도 티. 그래가지고 이렇게 썼겠지. 이 일리는 없고. 여기 근처도 뭐 없을 텐데. 여기? 아니고. 사자동상은 뭘까? 얘는 시계탑 같은 거 근처에 있는데. 이 탑은 또 어디야? 아휴, 뭐 하나 쉬운 게 없다. 그건 또 어딜까? 오래된 실버튼 창고. 이 동네 창고는 아니겠지. 이런 가난한 동네에다가 부잣집 소유물을 들기도 힘들 텐데. 그렇겠지. 집 근처에서 물어볼 사람은 있을까? 좀 고급스러워 보이는 사람?
Help me, please.
I'm afraid I can't answer that. I know nothing about it.
아니면 좀 고급스럽게 옷을 입고 또 목을 가냐가지고 10초에 한 번씩 하고 있는 중. 진짜 이게 귀족들한테 먹힌다고? 관무대 나갈 것 같은 목장인데 밤이 돼서 그런가 돌아다니는 귀족 어르신들이 없네. 그럼 돌아다니면서 시계탑 같은 거나 찾아볼까? 시계탑하고 광장하고 사자상. 아, 시계탑. 저 사자상이 시계탑 같이 생긴 거고 시계탑 얘는 약간 넓은 마당, 얘는 보탑. 얘는 어디 있을까? 올드시티 쪽이려나? 그럴 수도 있겠다. 아, 좀 시계탑. 저 기둥. 오래된 기둥 뭐냐? 아, 얘는 공약 한 번도 안 봤는데 공약 찾아보고 싶지. 아이. 여기서 물어볼까?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Oh, sir, I'm afraid I don't know about that.
안 나오네.
Lovely to see you.
أحب الطقس الدافئ هنا.
일로 올라갈 수 있어? 새끼잖아. 아.
Greeting.
여기서 떨구고 이렇게 갔을 텐데.
Hi there.
근데 여기서 총을 맞았다 그랬고 여기 입구에서 맞으려면 더 뭔 소리가 있더니 검사하느라고. 요 강도소굴 쪽으로 가야 되니? 강도소굴이나 한번 들어가 볼까? 아, 왜 못 들어가지? 아, 딴 데 가야 되는구나. 실버튼 뭐 이런 데. 아, 전에도 왔다가 아이고 여기 못 들어가네 했었는데. 아, 이거 참. 차라리 저거라고 하면 얘를 여기를 못 들어갈 수가 있던가 해야 되지 않나. 왜 들어가지를 못해. 베르네가의 입구 근처. 근데 수도원에서 나갈 수 있는 문이 들어갈 수는 없어도 수도원 입구가 여기 같기는 한데 아 안돼. 얘는 작은 나무가 아니니까요. 아씨 이 인근이어야 되는데. 위에서 던지면은 발각될 테니까 진짜 저기서 아래로 던진 건 아니고.
How do you do?
그냥 지름길이고. 여긴 어디야? 아, 다른 거는 금방금방씩 했는데. 나머지 더 어려운데? 들어가잖아. 아, 씨. 아예 잘못 생각했나. 아니, 근데 여기서 북서쪽에 높은 위치는 여기밖에 없어. 총을 쏠 만한 거리까지 생각을 하면. 아, 환장하겠네.
Can I ask you a question?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
아이, 오늘 할 만큼 한 것 같다. 여기까지 하겠습니다.